Hey there everybody, Michael here playing Emerald City Confidential. Let me see, I finished Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. What other rewards do I have? I need to beat Mombi on the first try, become an ambassador, finish the game, and collect a lot of buttons. Alright. So where was I? Let's go to Scraps and see if the headlines on the newspapers have changed.
Let's see what the current headlines are.
Okay, the newspapers did change. Awesome. Alright, so if you weren't watching the previous video, we just got hired by Ozma to do things. Let's go to Winkie Country.
All this clean mountain air is killing me. How do people stand it? Give me the city any day.
Explore the town of Flo. And that's Shaggy's. Okay, I guess we are going to see the Shaggy Man here. Interesting. Looks like it's closed.
Shaggy, 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 you wound me. You hurt me deeply. Haven't I always been good to you? Didn't I help you start your business? Yeah, but, and have I asked for much in return? Think of where you'd be without me. You...
Why did the game pause?
And now you want to refuse me? I didn't have much, choice, did I? There's always a choice. You can either pay me what you owe, or you don't. Just be prepared to accept the consequences. I understand. Good.
Seems like we've got another mean person strong-arming somebody else. I know the lion did that to Scraps earlier, and I don't remember, but I think we saw another person basically threaten another person, right? We have some junk, Gump heads. This must be a Gump factory. What's going on here, Shaggy?
Are you Shaggy?
Yeah, that's me. What can I do you for?
I'm Petra. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Question number 1, Shaggy. Where is Scooby-Doo? Question number 2. What is the Frogman doing here?
Who is that frog?
Frogman. He's, a customer.
You built him a gump?
Yes.
When someone stumbles over their words, it usually means they're lying. Shaggy, on the other hand, stumbles over all his words. So he's either lying all the time, a horrible speaker, or both. I'm looking for a keystone. Ever hear of it?
No. I don't think so.
Did an expedition party come here recently?
The, one from, the Emerald City?
Yes. They came here?
Uh-huh. I, stored their gump. They never came back for it. I had to, sell it.
What is this place?
Gump Garage. I fix and, store gumps.
I've heard stories about gump construction. They were built and then sprinkled with life powder. I assume you're licensed to use life powder?
Yeah, totally. Of course. Certificates on the, wall.
See you around, Shaggy.
Sure.
An interesting voice for a Shaggy Man.
Looks like Shaggy's gump garage passed its yearly inspection.
I think when I was reading the Oz books, my Shaggy Man's voice was something like, the Shaggy Man sort of talk like this. It's a sort of a shaggy voice, yeah. Either that or he smokes a lot. I'm not sure which voice that is. And the Frogman, I tried to give him a frog voice. So the Frogman would talk like this. Something like that, because frogs go ribbit, ribbit.
Blue flowers in yellow Winkie Country. From what I've read, that's almost impossible.
So the Frogman would sort of talk like this. What is this, Cayke's? What's inside here? Oh, there's Frogman again.
70%.
Is that so much to ask? After all, think of all the work I've done on your behalf. You arrived here with nothing. Look what you've achieved.
But 70% of all my earnings.
A mere token of your appreciation. You do appreciate what I've done, don't you?
Yes, but I was going to send that money home to my family on the farm. It hasn't rained in months. They need the help. If I give you 70%, I'll have barely enough left over to keep this place open.
Then it appears you have a choice to make. My assistant will come by to collect later. Good day.
Frogman! You're evil, ribbit.
Are you Miss Cayke?
Okay.
Would you like a tea?
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not here to eat. My name is Petra. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Sure. Things are quiet, so I have time.
So let me see.
Who was that frog? Oh, the Frogman. He's just a customer of mine. You looked pretty upset when you were talking to him. Upset? No, not me. Things couldn't be better.
Is she a character from the Oz series? I can't remember. You think they would make her like, I don't know, Nimmy Ammy or one of the random women in the Oz series. Is Nimmy Ammy in this game? I have no idea. I'm gonna go look that up. Alright everybody, I looked it up. Cayke is a character from the Oz series. She's the one whose magic frying pan gets stolen in The Lost Princess of Oz. Yeah, that was the book where the Frogman was introduced as a character, so it makes sense that she is hanging around with the Frogman, because they come from the same village.
What sort of restaurant is this? Well, I can cook just about anything, but my specialty is Munchkin cuisine. Really? They can't get Munchkin food here in the Winkie Mountains, so I'm bringing it to them. How are you doing that? Trade secret. I'm looking for something called a keystone. Have you heard of it? Keystone? No, I haven't, but I'm new to the area, so I'm not the one to ask. You're from Munchkin Country. Not that I needed to ask. Nobody would dress like that unless they were from Munchkin Country. That's me, Munchkin farm girl, born and bred. What brought you here from Munchkin Country? The mountains, of course. Munchkin Country will always be home, but it's so flat and boring. Did an expedition team come into town recently? I don't know. I only got here a few months ago. I haven't had the time to really get to know anybody. How well do you know Shaggy, the Gump mechanic? That funny man next door? That's the one. He comes in here sometimes, but we've never really talked. He hardly says a word. Well, I've got a dash. Sure. Come back anytime.
Alrighty. Let me see, do I have enough time to talk to this character right over here? Looks like the Tin Woodman. Whoa! Frogman, why are you going around...
How much did you extort today?
Extorting people?
I do not extort. I
Extortionist.
merely get paid for services.
Extortionist!
Watch your back, Frogman. You just remember who is really in charge here, Governor. Good night to you.
Well, I explored the town. Seems like the Frogman has taken over. Evil Frogman.